I've lived in Bellingham my whole life, and each year there are still things that surprise me about living here. Especially now as a mom of three, I'm raising my family here, and some things are great, some things might take some getting used to, and some things I realize I probably took for granted and probably now didn't realize until I'm an adult and now I have kids that I'm raising here. So if you're thinking about moving here or you're new here and you're just curious about what life is like, my name is Jasmine. I'm a Bellingham and Whatcom County local of 33 years. I'm raising my family here. I've been selling real estate for over 8 years, and I'm just here to give you a glimpse of really what life is actually like when you're living here. It's summertime right now, and summer feels endless. The days are so long, and I never realized really how much that actually changes your entire lifestyle. You're gonna wanna wake up earlier because the sun rises at 5:30 in the morning. And so you'll wanna go outside, have coffee at 6:30, or maybe go for a light walk in the morning and just enjoy the morning sunshine that we get. And then you have a full day. It doesn't get dark here until after 9 o'clock. So naturally, bedtime gets pushed a lot later because after work, instead of just going home, having dinner and going to bed, you typically want to go home, grab your kids and go out and do something. And that's usually what we do. Go out to a brewery, go out to the pump track, go really to maybe some event that's happening that night. And then the kids are staying up a little bit later, which to me is okay because it's really just a season, and I personally would rather enjoy these beautiful long days that we get right now. Living here, you are always close to the water, and I never realized how much I truly took that for granted. I've always lived within at least a 30-minute drive to some sort of large body of water. So pretty much up from Bellingham, even a little bit south, all the way north into Birch Bay, you are right along the water from the Salish Sea to the Bellingham Bay, and all of it is within a pretty short driving distance. I would say the farthest away you probably ever are is maybe 30 to 45 minutes away from some sort of body of water. And here also we not only have the bay right at our fingertips and in our backyard on a daily basis, but we also have Lake Whatcom, which is a public lake that people have access to. People also live around that lake. And then we have Lake Paddon, which is a public lake that you can walk all the way around. Really, there are so many options. And then once you've lived here for a while, being so close to the water is really something that you start taking for granted, and it really just kind of becomes a part of daily life. People really embrace the outdoors here. You will notice every day people are outside riding bikes, running, going through the trail system. Bellingham, the city of Bellingham has an entire trail system that you can access that runs throughout the middle of the town. You'll see people on that daily. A lot of people use bikes to get around here. You'll drive by the lakes, you'll see people at the lakes, you will see the parks are packed with people. Getting outside here is really easy to do, and it's something that just kind of becomes a part of your everyday life. Weather doesn't stop anyone. It's no secret that the weather can be really variable around here, but life definitely does not shut down when it rains. You'll still see people running, biking, hiking, doing all of those things, even when it's raining, and really just like any other day. Living here, you stop waiting for the perfect weather and you really just live your life. Small businesses really matter here. Bellingham and Whatcom County really have a personality because of all of the local businesses that we have here. We definitely have chains, of course, maybe not as many that you would see like in a bigger city per se. And so I think because of that, we have so many more local shops, bookstores, coffee shops, coffee stands, breweries. Pretty much every brewery in our town, which we have so many of them, are owned locally. Even a lot of shopping or shops are locally owned. And so you'll notice here that we are a big, hyper-local community. Many people that live here will go out of their way to make sure that they are supporting local. And honestly, it really just kind of becomes a part of daily life. Every season here feels different. So we really have 4 seasons, but they're all pretty mild, I would say, like maybe in comparison to some other places. And really the seasons kind of shape life here. In the summer, like I said, the days are so long. There's so much to do, and it's just the city constantly feels like it's buzzing. Fall is probably my second favorite season here. It's still pretty mild and it actually stays pretty warm kind of through September and maybe sometimes into October. October might be when the rain starts, but it's colorful. All the leaves start changing colors. It's probably definitely my second favorite season here. And then we start getting into winter. You might start bundling up, bringing out those winter jackets that are in the back of your closet. And that's kind of when the rain and maybe the gray start coming out. I would say November and December. And also our days get a lot shorter. So that's also something that coming from summer might take a little bit of time to get used to because it's dark when you go to work and then it's dark when you come home. So it's kind of the opposite of summer. But the winters are still pretty mild. It might be colder, I would say. And sometimes it can get pretty cold here, but never usually breaking like 30 degrees, honestly. Sometimes it does, and sometimes we'll have random cold fronts and snowstorms, but I would say around here, maybe max, we have 2 to 3 weeks of snow between November and February, and it just kind of depends on when it will happen. And then after February, creeping into March, you kind of start seeing everything come back to life. The flowers start blooming, things start coming back, the trees start filling back in with leaves. And this is where, in my opinion, the majority of our rain happens, is all throughout spring. Sometimes it can rain from January all the way to June. We call it Junuary, but sometimes the rain will stop earlier. This year it stopped a little bit earlier around April, and May was beautiful. So sometimes that happens, but I always kind of prepare that we're raining from June to almost January. But still, that springtime I love, and we'll have breaks in the clouds and have some beautiful days, but it just kind of feels fresh, it feels new, and then it kind of gets you excited for that summertime that's coming. Because we're such a hyper-local community, the community calendar is typically always full. Now, I would say more so probably during like the summer, spring, and fall months, but there is always something going on. We have markets, concerts, outdoor movies. So there's really a lot more, in my opinion, than people think that might be going on. That way you can still get out of the house. And then it still feels like home. It still feels like home to me even after all of these years. And sometimes this could be something that surprises me the most. And there's definitely things I changed. It is not perfect here, just like anywhere else. But once I leave and then if I come back, I'm always reminded of why people fall in love with living here. A lot of times it's the slower pace, it's the access to nature, and honestly, a life that just does not feel rushed. We don't have to deal with lots and lots of traffic. Maybe if it takes me an extra 10 minutes to get somewhere, I'm gonna complain about it, but that's about it. A lot of these things still surprise me, and I'm reminded of every year, even after all of these years living here in Bellingham and Whatcom County. I would love to know if you have visited here before, or if Bellingham's on your short list, or if you've recently moved here. I'd love to hear your perspective and if you think any of these things kind of hit home for you too. My name is Jasmine. I'm a Bellingham local. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll probably see you somewhere around Bellingham.